the final game we're previewing is a little outside of our reach here, but we're gonna give it our just a little.
Gonna give it the good old.
We're gonna give it our best shot.
Sony try.
Yeah, this isn't a PlayStation game. This isn't an Xbox game. This is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Now, let me tell you something about this.
All yours.
Okay, so I watched the event for the Nintendo Switch, and boy, it was laughably bad. Tyler and I did a live stream. We did a review on it. We talked about how Nintendo is failing and how we eventually think they're going to go and dissolve as a company and make games for other studios, where we think Nintendo is just going to be a game developer, not actually making consoles, which people have said that since the Wii U came out. And I've never believed it more than now. But, okay, so the Nintendo Switch looks bad. And the price is too high. And it doesn't entirely interest me at all. But they showed us a tiny indie game. It's called Legend of Zelda. And they had a trailer.
Almost unknown.
I'd never heard of it before that. And that game looks so good. Now, Legend of Zelda is commonly talked about in the gaming circle as like one of the better franchises ever.
It was a little before our time.
Before our time, for sure. And those games, like really were like game of the years, and people still debate like which is the best Zelda game, and like they're so good. And Breath of the Wild makes me angry. It makes Tyler angry. And we talked about this in that video that we're not getting the Switch. Now I may get the Switch for Christmas. And literally I would only be getting the Switch for that game. Now that's where it's weird. See, you were talking about before we recorded about like you thought about the Xbox One, and you're like, what games would you play?
Gears of War, maybe.
Gears of War and like Halo. And Halo's falling off a cliff. And like that's the same for me, but Legend of Zelda, from what I've seen and what I like believe in that game, that's like the next level where I would legitimately, if that console is $50 cheaper, just $50, because it's $300. If it was $250, I would buy it, because Legend of Zelda, it looks phenomenal, like art style. Like you saw it, like that art style looks sweet. The scope of just how big that game is and all the stuff you can do, it's 2017 Zelda. And, like, the Nintendo Switch isn't super powerful. And I don't ever see myself playing Legend of Zelda on the go, like when you can use it as a handheld, because the resolution drops and a lot of other problems, which is, again, not a reason why I don't want it. But to play it on, like, a system, like I said, nothing upsets me more than me not getting the Switch, because I want Zelda. But also, like, I would actually start praying if I knew that they could bring that game to PS4. Because if that game came to PS4, I think there would be a three-way race for Game of the Year between Zelda, Horizon, Mass Effect. Those would be my top 3 games of the year. I'm sure Legend of Zelda will win Game of the Year. Even though it's coming out March 3rd, even though it's coming out for a system that nobody's going to buy, it's going to win Game of the Year from many sides. And it's going to deserve it too. But, like, it needs... Like, I feel so sorry for them that it's on that console. Like,
because it's not as... Well, but a lot of people will buy it.
A lot of people will. A lot of people will. Like, it almost got me, and I don't like... Like, I like Nintendo. Their first-party games are some of the... But I don't play it. Their first-party games are some of the better games. Like, Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii, some of the most fun I've ever had in a game. Like, those games are good. Legend of Zelda, like, Super Smash Bros. Is like the all-time party game. Like, they make insanely good games that don't sell because no one... Now, that's not true for the Wii. Like, any game that came out for the Wii, I'm sure, sold well because the Wii was insane. But, like, I wish The Legend of Zelda came out on PS4. And there could be a day where that happens, like I said. But, like, it's Zelda. It's what we know from Zelda. But it's 2017. It looks phenomenal. Then the music. I love the music, too. Like, that music in that trailer... It's good.
Well, you're a little bit more excited than me for it, but I still think it looks good, and I wish I had a Switch to play it, but I really don't think it's going to make me buy it.
Yeah. Right, and I mean, yeah.
I agree. It's unfortunate.
That's where, they, again, why they should feel terrible is they got me so close to buying the Switch just from Zelda, and the only reason I'm not is because of just how pathetic of a job they did on the console. Like, if it was just a little bit better. the console makers to their game makers, they need to do some soul searching. They need to say, let's look at these people that are making Zelda, and let's give them a console that they can actually make a game on. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna watch lots of videos on it, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm playing it, and I'm gonna wish I'm playing it, but I'm not gonna play it, Nick. That's The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.